Robin, and welcome to Lesson 5 of the Purple Belt Project. For this video, we're going to learn a couple basic blocks and the fourth tenet of Taekwondo, which is self-control. So stretch if you haven't already, and go back to Lesson 1 if you need some help remembering the stretches, and let's get started. So today's physical aspect is blocking, and I'm going to teach 3 basic blocks: the low block, the inside block, and the high block. So let's start with the low block. With blocking, you're going to be chambering, just like we did in kicking last lesson. So with low block, let's start with the left hand. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that left hand and chamber by bringing it to your ear. And when you want to do the block, you snap it out. So as you notice, the inside of your palm is going to be facing your face. And when you snap it out, it'll be facing the ground. And so this block is designed to stop round kicks if they're aimed at your side. So you have to make sure it's nice and stiff, just like this. And with the right hand, you'd bring it up to your left ear and snap it out like that, keeping your other hand right at your waist. So let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Our second block is the inside block. Let's start with the left hand on this one too. So bring that left hand, and this time you're going to bring it up level with your face, but the palm's going to be facing away from you. And your right hand's going to meet it just across your face like this. So even your chambers sometimes can help protect you from other strikes. So now you bring the block across, and that's why it's called an inside block, because it goes to the inside. So the right hand comes up, and both palms are out, and you'll notice as you whip it across, it goes in. So let's do 2 more. 1, 2. And make sure it goes past the nose, because if you stop right here, anything coming at your face will still hit you. So it has to go all the way. And our final block is the high block. And this block has a chamber just like drawing a sword. So you'd have, if you're doing a left hand block, your right hand would be up in this ready position, and your left hand starts palm down and draws a sword straight up. And it has to be covering your head at least a little, most of the way, so that anything coming downwards at your head will still be blocked. So again, it starts palm down, and then your whole arm and the palm is facing out. So with the right arm, it goes to the left hip, palm down, and then you draw that sword up, just like that. And then left hand up, right hand up. Good. So now it's time for some practice. Let's start by getting into that walking stance. So we'll do left foot forward, arms right here as we do in traditional Taekwondo. And now let's do a low block. Good. And now step back and come out with another low block. Good. So let's do 2 more of those. Low block and back, low block and back. Now let's do inside blocks. Inside block, back, inside block, back, inside block, inside block. And now the high block. High block and back, high block and back, high block, high block. Good. And now let's do a little work with those front stances. So just get out in that front stance and do low block, inside block, high block. Again, that's low block, inside block, high block. And we'll go on to the other leg now. Low block, inside block, high block. Again, it's low block, inside block, high block. Awesome. Our character lesson for this video is going to be the fourth tenet of Taekwondo, which is self-control. Self-control is very important in Taekwondo because especially once you get to higher levels, it's going to be very important that you know how to control yourself so that you never hurt yourself or others. And that's what self-control is about. So in Taekwondo, that means since you're not learning in an actual Taekwondo school from me, you never fight with anyone else, even if you call it sparring or actual Taekwondo fighting. That needs to be done at a Taekwondo school or with a trained martial artist nearby. And self-control in real life applies to anger management. So a lot of times if your friends are getting annoying or if your parents are just lecturing you about stuff, you need to work on self-control if you feel like you get angry a lot and if you lash out. Especially now that you know some Taekwondo movements, it's important that you have this self-control to keep you from hitting anyone with anything we've learned, because that can get you in a lot of trouble and it can hurt people that you care about. So in self-control, always remember when someone makes you mad to take 3 deep breaths and speak with kind and allowing words that don't make the other person more angry. So no shouting or screaming at them. Just try to talk out your feelings and make it make sense. So for this week, I challenge you that the next time someone makes you angry, and any time someone makes you angry, take those 3 deep breaths, count to 10 if you need to, and then talk out your problems with whoever is making you angry. That way, you can use your self-control and you'll never have to use that Taekwondo on someone else. So that's all for today. Thanks, and I'll see you next time on the Purple Belt Project.